So Donald Trump is the 45th president of the United States. Oh my God! Can I get a hello? Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We ain't even had breakfast yet, and we're waking up to news like this. So what are my first thoughts? Because I'm getting a lot of messages. What do you think, Ralph? Are you shocked right now? Are you surprised that Trump is the 45th president? Because I'm really surprised and shocked. Like, I actually thought Hillary would win, especially after the mannequin challenge. Like, I was like, that's pretty cool. Now, what is my take on politics as a whole? I remember a long time along my early journey, I was reading a book by Krishnamurti, and I turned the page and it read, "Have you ever wondered why we have leaders?" Slow motion this side. Why we need leaders. Why we have leaders. Why we need leaders. And it really got me thinking that ultimately, you have to lead yourself. Because the greatest power lies within yourself. Yes, I encourage people every single day and second, become your greatest version. But I can't save you. You got to save yourself. And time again, I always see people externalizing their power to someone, thinking that this person has all the answers. And now you place all your trust in one person because they've used the good slogan, "Change is here. Unity is here. We will make this country great again." And then the next moment you see them blowing up a country. Okay. So what I've realized is to say that we need to start to govern ourselves. Government actually means governmental. When you govern your mind, you begin to become your greatest version. Slow motion this side. Now, I don't really talk about politics because for me, it's a distraction. At the same time, it does matter who's in office because it's going to affect you. Now, I see it like this. Politics, who's in office, who's running the country, is only possible because of you. You have handed over your power. And once humanity as a whole begins to realize this secret, that it starts with the individual. It starts with you and I saying that we have to improve our life. We got to start eating better. 7-day vegan challenge, baby. Let's go. We got to start feeling better. We got to start treating each other with more love and respect. You see, from the start, the system was crooked. In this matrix, we have actually began to believe that there are countries. Countries don't exist. These are man-made constructions, artificial constructions to keep you in a state of servitude. Because if I have a country and you have a country, then there's going to be war. So when I started to realize, have you ever wondered why we need leaders? Have you ever wondered why we need countries? Okay. It doesn't matter who's in office. You've got to ask yourself, how am I improving my life every single day to help me become my greatest version, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Two sides of the same coin. That's how I see politics. Because we often think that it's an election. I see it more as a selection backed by corporate interests who finance these campaigns to get something back at the end. So, does your vote count? I have no idea, right? It was already arranged. Because as I see it, there are forces on this planet. We are in spiritual warfare. So when you begin to dive deeper, you realize what you are only seeing is just smoke and mirrors. It's only the cover. You're not actually seeing what's going on behind the scenes. So when you are in that process of leading yourself and going on the journey within, you start to realize that it's all a joke. Because we see it time and time again. People are running away from themselves. I wrote down a long time ago, the human being is on the run from itself. Slow motion this side. So we look for a savior figure. We look to our politicians to create peace. But ask this one question. Who's in office right now? Is that person coming from a spiritual place of love? That's all you got to ask. Ask it right now. Is this person in office coming from a spiritual place? And once you begin to open your third eye a lot more, you begin to develop more mental clarity, you will find the answer. And a lot of the times the answer is no. Because collectively, when humanity is coming from a highly spiritual, evolved place, there would be no wars. But you see, what's happened is that many humans are in their ego. And when you are in your ego, you live in survival mode. So it's us against them. And we, as the masses, fall for it time and time again, not realizing that the people who are running the show at the top don't care about you, okay? But they only care when they need a vote. But once they're in office, then who are you? Okay? So you have to start taking back your power. That's what's helped me along my journey. It doesn't affect me who's in office, because once again, I don't focus on that, on these people for guidance spiritually. You got to go on the journey within. You got to find amazing friends who can help you, who can share with you a new perspective. What are these people in office doing for the 64 billion animals being killed every single year? That's what I want to know. 7-day vegan challenge, baby. Okay? What are their real values? There's something called the Hegelian dialectic, and that's where you have a problem, reaction, solution. So you have to watch out for that in politics. They'll create a problem. Oh my gosh, you react to it, you get really emotional, then they'll give you a solution. It's all a game. Yes, there are people who really want to help the world. Even in politics, they're doing a great job. But ultimately, what's helped me is to realize the power lies within you and I. And the problem with power is that the people who get a lot of power, they just want more of it. They just want more power and more control. And I see the planet moving more towards a love frequency. And that means there are no countries, There are no borders, and everybody's going to be eating a whole lot of strawberries. Oh yeah, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Have a beautiful day. How do you feel about this? Let us know. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You.